Hello everybody, I'm Thomas and welcome back to another Solo Gaming Sunday stream. This week, Button Shy Edition, where I will be playing some Ugly Gryphon and Unsurmountable. Both of these games are published by the company Button Shy. They're also both designed by Scott Alms, and they're both really fun. I've played a couple Button Shy games on this channel before. I haven't played these though. These are both kind of newer to my collection of the Button Shy games that I do have, so I was looking for a chance to get them to the stream, so that's what we'll be doing today. I'm gonna put these on the shelf behind me. Oh, they take up so much space back there. It's crazy. Barely fit on the shelf. Gotta get them up there. I don't know how viewable they are, but whatever. We'll go ahead. We're gonna start with Ugly Gryphon in first, so I'm gonna get this shuffled up, and then I'll kind of explain what is going on. Hey Chris, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. We're about to just get started with some Ugly Gryphon in and see how well I can manage a tavern. So I'll set the deck like there. I'm going to deal 4 cards. Get these a little bit over there. Something like that, maybe. What's that? I got Warp's Edge this week and other Scott Alms games. He does so many great games. I just played Warp's Edge last week. Yeah, for my bag building, and that was really fun. So, as far as Ugly Gryphon and expansions, no. I just have the base version of both of these games because, like I said, they're both kind of new to my collection. So I figured, start with the base game. Once I get familiarized and get, see if I like the game, then I'll add on the expansions. But no, for both of these, I'll be playing with just the base game today. So for Ugly Gryphon Inn, there's a little intro text I'll go ahead and read. Is you own the only inn within 100 miles, the questionably prestigious Ugly Gryphon Inn. Your patrons are rowdy and rude, but they are the only ones around. In order to keep the debt collectors at bay, you must manage some painfully peculiar patrons. So that's what I'll be doing today. How this game works is there's a whole deck of cards, and I basically have to get all of these guys, all the people in my inn, and have them not cause like issues. So there's kind of like 2 main phases to this game where there's the inn phase where you add stuff to the inn, and then there's the bar phase where you kind of replenish it and then check for quirks. So I'll try to zoom in here a little bit. I know these may not be the most readable. I was trying to adjust my lighting earlier to make these as readable as possible, but the cards are kind of small. But basically each of these I guess not every single person, but most people have up here at the top right, they have a symbol showing their irks. And then down here, each either have a food or a drink symbol, and then they have the thing that they kind of cause. And how it works is they also each have an ability. So like the bunny prince says, if there's more beer than food in the inn, then they do this ability down here. So they all have something like that. Like for the nun, if there's beer above or below them. Sleepy summoner, if there's noise above or below them. The stressed satyr, if there's no beer in the bar. The satyr, then yeah, they all have like little, I forget what these are called. They're triggered their effects. Yeah, I forget. I'm trying to see what that ability's called. Resolve their. Yeah, it just says effects. So yeah, they all have just these like little effects at the bottom. So I'll just go ahead and start playing, and hopefully it'll make sense. I'll obviously explain along the way. So I have to basically take in patron, add them to my inn, which I'll be kind of stacking up over here in just a couple of different rows. But ideally, you're just going straight up, but I'm gonna have to kind of split it up into different columns just so I can fit it all on my camera here. But let's see, I don't want to add the stress satyr because they're just gonna immediately trigger because there is no beer in the bar. If there's more beer than food in the inn, I could add the bunny prince. The nun would also be a good one. There's more beer than food in the inn if there's noise right above them. So I'll start by adding the nun. I'll just start the inn right there. And then I check for the whole inns for if any of them get disturbed. So there's no beer above or below them, so they're good. So I go to the bar phase where I add another patron, and then how it works is we see if there's 3 or more of these symbols down here that kind of match up, and then if they do, stuff happens. So that's kind of the gist of it. So right now there's only 2 smelly symbols, there's only 1 noise. I think these are like the fight symbols. I forget, they all have probably I don't know if it says in here what the names are. It doesn't. Yeah, so you got the fight, the noise, the smell. Those are the main ones. So nothing happens, so now I can just add more people to the inn and kind of just keep going. There's still no drinks in the bar, so I can't really do anything with this stress satyr until I get some drinks going on, because these all have like the food symbol. I could add the goblin. That's a possibility. I might want to add the goblin because their whole thing is this: if there's more 3 or more goblins in the end, then they all leave, which is kind of annoying. But I'll add one maybe right off the bat, especially because they have 2 fight symbols that could maybe cause a more noisy bar than I want. So there's not more than 3 goblins in the inn. And for the nun, if there's beer above or below, there's not. So I'm good. Adding another patron to the bar. Anything triggers? Okay, yes. They are being extra noisy in the bar because there's 3 noise symbols. Luckily, no one that at my inn is irked by noise, so we're good. So now I can just add another person to the inn. Okay. I didn't realize I drew a goblin. Not great. Bunny Prince I could do, but I need to get rid of one of these or else they're going to keep making a lot of noise, I guess. I don't want to add 2 goblins right away because there's a decent amount of them, but I'll add the Bunny Prince. I guess I should check over here. So yeah, there's more beer than food in the inn. There's not 3 goblins. There's no drinks above or below them. So we're good. Can add another person over here. Everybody's making noise again, but no one really cares over here, so we're good. Speaking of noise, sorry if you hear any meowing. Kitty Jonesy is on the prowl, and here she is. Say hi, Jonesy. Okay. Anyway, back to the game. Still, oh, we did get a drink. The sensitive hunter does have a drink symbol on them, so that's good. But I can't add them to the inn because they're going to immediately leave. Because their whole trigger up here for the inn is that if there's more food than beer in the inn, which right now I have nothing but food, so maybe not a great choice. Sleepy Summoner, no, I can't put them because the bunny's making too much noise. Oh, I could do the stress, yeah, this guy. Because there is now beer in the bar. I could do the having them, add them, or the goblin. I think I'll add the stressed satyr. So there is beer in the inn, so I'm good. If there is more beer than food in the inn, there's not. Only 1 goblin. We're good. That there's no drinks around. Nice cat. Oh, thank you. She's a good kitty. So adding an indecisive doppelganger. So let's see. They're still being noisy. This goblin and this sensitive hunter. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of the goblin because they just are gonna keep making noise, and that's gonna be a problem. So I wonder how many cards I got left. Oh, I got a handful, and I think I win if I go through the whole deck, and pretty much it's like everyone. If there are 8 or more patrons leave, I lose the game, and at the end of the game, if there's 7 or more patrons in the inn, I win. So. I guess I should have mentioned that at the top. It's kind of important, you know, what exactly am I going towards here? But I think I'll add the goblin at this point. Adding the second goblin, so hopefully that doesn't screw up anything. So there's only 2 goblins. There's still beer in the inn. There's more food than beer, so we're good. It's only 2 goblins and no drinks above them, so new person over here. There's 2 smelly symbols, but we're all good in the bar. Everything's kind of chill. Then I can add someone new. It's like I said, even though this is supposed to just go 1 column straight up, I'm gonna start like going over here and kind of doing that way, but yeah. So what do I want to add next? I guess I have 2 drink options now, so I could, well, this guy I don't want to add pretty much ever. If the inn has 3 or more adjacent beer or 3 or more adjacent food. Okay, yeah, I can't add them because they're gonna just go away right off the bat. I mean, I could add the charitable giant because their whole thing is when they leave, they pay for another patron stay, so they could just bring in someone else. But I don't know if that, what is this? If there are 4, remove food in the end? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, these are all bad for me. This is, I'm not in a great scenario here. Because if there's noise above or below, draw a card and add it to the bottom of the inn. That could be risky. I don't know if I want to do the Sleepy Summoner because I have the nun at the bottom of the inn. The nun gets pissed about drinks around her. So if a card gets added to the bottom below her and it's a drink, then she'll leave and silently judge everybody on her way out. So don't know if I want to do that, but all these other options aren't too great either. If the hunter leaves on his way out, he abandons a rotten stag carcass in his room. All patrons that are irked by smell that are in the inn leave. Oof, that's not good. I need to think about this because pretty much any of these I add is not going to be good. So I guess I have to pick the least bad option. I mean, I think it's going to be adding the charitable giant. Then the charitable giant's going to immediately leave but pay for another patron's stay. So I can move a patron from the bar to the top of the inn, resolving irks, starting with that patron that I relocated. I don't. Okay, this is good. This might be good. So then the charitable giant can pay for the indecisive doppelganger stay. Very, very generous of them. Then the doppelganger, since there is 4 or more food, is going to shapeshift into somebody else. So I draw a card and place it in the doppelganger's room. It is the time mage. Oh boy. And then I return the doppelganger to the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Okay. But who do I resolve? Do I resolve the time mage? I don't think it will resolve. There's only 1 drink in the whole inn and there's a lot more food. The time mage only activates when there's an equal amount of food and beer. When things are perfectly balanced, then they do a cool spell. But that's not going to happen. There's only 2 goblins. There is beer in the inn. There's not more beer than food. Only 2 goblins and no beer around them. So far the inn's okay. 1 person has left so far. Let's see if there's a lot of... Oh boy. Oh, this ain't gonna be good. Okay, so we got 3 smelly symbols over here with the Sleepy Summoner and the Goblin. So that's gonna be bad. So people are gonna start leaving. The Bunny Prince is gonna leave first. Both of these are leaving. That's not good. Okay, the Prince leaves. On his way out, he hops around madly. All patrons in the inn irked by noise leave too. Well, thankfully that's nobody. So the Bunny Prince is out of there. The Goblin. Oh gosh. The Goblin leaves too? Because this one's irked by smell and it's going to cause this one to leave too. Because all the Goblins leave. So that's... Okay. And then, was that it for the smell? I think so. It was just those 2. Yeah, I have 4 people that have left. That's not good. But I guess now I can add whoever. I kind of want to add the Drunken Dwarf. Because if I add the Drunken Dwarf, then they would go... Oh, I guess I should probably get rid of the smell, though. Well, no one's triggered by the smell anymore. Everybody that was mad about smell is gone. So I could add the Drunken Dwarf because then I would have an equal amount of food and beer, and then the Time Mage would go off, which would be kind of neat. What else could I do? Summoner. I could do the Sleepy Summoner, add them. Could add the Goblin Triplet. That one would be okay. I kind of want to get rid of that. Oh, I guess the noise doesn't matter. Wheel. I'll add the Drunken Dwarf. Sure. So I'm going to add the Drunken Dwarf up there. Now I got to resolve the inn. There is not 4 or more beer in the inn. There is an equal amount of drinks and food. So I shuffle the patrons at the bar back into the deck. Cool. Good job, Time Mage. I didn't think about this. Shoot. Okay. Well... Oh, no. Okay, I'm okay. I misread this. For the Stress Satyr, it says if there's no beer in the inn, they leave. I thought it was going to be if there's no beer in the bar, they leave. Because then there's nobody in the bar. But okay, we're good. And there's not beer above or below the nun, so we're good there. I will add 4 new patrons to the bar and see how this goes. Okay, a little bit of noise, but not enough to actually irk anybody that's in the inn. So I think about what I want to do here. Got a couple of neat options. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, I feel like I always draw the lazy sorcerer late in the game. I don't think I've ever drawn them early, because their whole thing is they're irked in the inn if they're at the 5th or higher floor. And right now there's 4. So if I were to add them, they'd be at the 5th floor and their whole effect would go off. So don't want to do that. The clumsy wizard, I don't really think I want to do. Because if I add the clumsy wizard, if they're at the top of the inn, they shuffle all the patrons around in the inn, puts them back in a random order, which is probably bad for the nun. So maybe I won't do that. The monk, I think I can. The fasting monk, because as long as there's not food above or below them, which if I were to add them at the top, they'd be okay. The rusty ranger, if there are 3 or more beer in the bar, which there currently is, so maybe I shouldn't do that one quite yet. So I'll add the fasting monk up there. There's not food above or below them. Is there 4 or more beer in the inn? There's only 3, so we're okay. There's not an equal amount. There is beer in the inn, and there's no beer around the nun. So sitting good there, adding another patron to the bar. Is there any 3 symbols? There's not. So I can just add stuff. Let me see how many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So far 4 patrons have left. If 8, I think it's 8. Let me double check. If it's 8 that leave, I lose. Yeah. If 8 or more leave, I lose. So I'm halfway to a loss, but I mean, patrons are always going to leave at some point, I feel like. So as long as it's not 8, I'll be all right. Well, this is a predicament. What does the dwarf do? The dwarf, because everything at the bar is a beer icon. And right now I have 3 beer icons in my inn. And if I had any of these guys, are going to be 4 beers, which then the drunk dwarf is going to be, they're going to use their effect. The drunk dwarf leaves drunkenly. He goes out the window instead of the door, lands on a patron waiting outside. Remove the top card of the deck from the game. Oof. I might have to just have that happen and deal with it, because there's no way around it. There's nothing I could do. Because the wizard does shuffle stuff that doesn't really do anything. The lazy sorcerer would be bad. I guess the war bear is probably the best choice here, because there is food in the inn, so they'll be all right. So I'll add the war bear. There's food in the inn, so they're good. There's not food around the monk. We're good. There is 4 or more beer in the inn. So the dwarf leaves, and he goes out the window instead of the door, lands on a patron waiting outside. Remove the top card of the deck from the game. Now, the one thing I was kind of wondering reading that card, it says remove it from the game. Does that mean it goes in my patrons that have left, or does that mean it's just discarded from the game? Let me see if the rulebook states it, but I don't know for sure. This is not a really big rule book. It's like just a little pamphlet. So yeah, I'm not seeing. Oh, there is a card specific notes. There's a QR code. Hold on, let me see if I can QR code this real quick. Or if anybody in the chat knows, for that drunken dwarf, if a card is removed, is it added to my patrons that have left, or is it just like removed? Let me see real quick if. Oh, there is a drunken dwarf. Okay, here we go. There's a Q&A. Look at this. I guess, I don't know if you can really see my phone. Does the removed cards from the top of the deck by the drunken dwarf count as the patron that left? The patron removed by the drunken dwarf does not count as the patron that has left the inn. Cool. And is the card removed by the drunken dwarf removed visible or without seeing it? So visible. So I do get to see also what is removed. Interesting. Well, that's kind of cool that they have a Q&A for card-specific questions. And of course, they had that one. So sweet. I get to remove the top card from the game. It doesn't count as a patron leaving, and it was a goblin triplet. That was probably one of the best ones to get to leave. So the fasting monk's going to move down. The war bear, I'll just move up there. Is the time mage going off? They're not. Stress satyr is good. The nun is good. Adding another patron to the bar. No 3 symbols over in the bar, so sitting good there. mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter. There's 3 or more beer in the bar. I kind of want to add the Sleepy Summoner or the Rusty Ranger. Because they both seem like... If I add the Sleepy Summoner, nothing will happen, really. Except the Time Mage will go off? Ooh. Maybe that would be good. Actually, I'll do that. So I'll add the Sleepy Summoner. If there's noise directly above or below them, there's not. There's food in the inn, so... Wait. Oh, it's in the inn. Okay, we're good. Yeah, there's food in the inn. No food above or below them. There's an equal amount of food and beer, which we got 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So the Time Mage is going to amuse herself by casting a spell, and they will shuffle the patrons back into the deck. The Stress Satyr is good, the Nun's good, so we add all these patrons back, and we'll be on our way. Got the Lazy Sorcerer, of course, the Indecisive Doppelganger, Bloody Barbarian, and the Sensitive Hunter. No 3 symbols, so no one's irked over in the inn. Sitting good there. As far as who I want to add, though, that I don't know. I kind of wanted to see the Rusty Ranger, but maybe, I mean, there's only 2 more patrons left in the deck besides the ones that are out, so they're going to be popping up soon. There's no beer in the bar. They don't make noise. I just need to make sure... Okay, so I can't add the Sensitive Hunter or the Sleepy Summoner will go off. If I add the Lazy Sorcerer... Dang it. I don't think I can add them. The Indecisive Doppelganger, that's risky because they get switched out and they might trigger the Sleepy Summoner. So I think the Bloody Barbarian is probably the best bet. Yeah, we'll do it. So, Bloody Barbarian, if there's no beer in the bar, there's beer in the bar. There's noise above or below them, there's not. There's food in the inn, so we're good. No food around them, we're good. Not equal amounts, so they're not doing anything. Stress Satyr's good. The Nun is fine. So, adding another patron. No 3 symbols over here, so we're on our way to adding someone back. At this point, I guess I want to do the Indecisive Doppelganger, adding them. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I need 7 to win, so I think... At the end of the game. When does the game... If the deck is empty after resolving bar irks, the game ends. Okay. So, I have like, what, 2 more rounds, I guess that means. So I'll add... Well, no, because I'm going to do this. Oh, wait, that's not going to... That's not good. I was going to do the Doppelganger, but honestly, is there really any point? Because I'll put them out. They're going to swap with that. I guess if I wanted to get the Rusty Ranger out, but... They're going to go off if I use them. There's more food than beer at the inn. How much food? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1, 2, 3. Oh, so I could add the Sensitive Hunter. And with them being added, they would be fine. Because there would be an equal amount of beer and food. Yeah, okay. That seems like an okay idea. So I'll add the Sensitive Hunter to my inn. And there's more food than beer. Which there's not. There's an equal amount. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no beer at the bar. There's beer at the bar. Noise above or below them. There's not. There's no food in the inn. There is food in the inn. No food above or below them. The Time Mage. There is an equal amount of food and beer. I'm not going to do the Time Mage. There's no point. There's only 4 cards left. There is beer in the inn. And no beer above them. So... Last 4, I just got to place 1 more, and then that's it. And I think if there's more food... Okay, yeah, this is good. This is good, because I can add the Rusty Ranger, and then I think that's where we're golden. Because there's not 3 or more beers in the bar. There's now more beer than food in the inn, and they only leave if there's more food than beer. If there's no beer in the bar, there's beer in the bar. No noise around them. There is food in the inn still, so they're good. There's no food around them. There's not an equal amount. There is beer in the inn. No beer around her. So I would draw stuff now, and I can't, right? So if that's what it says, if the deck is empty after resolving bar irks. Nobody's irked by anything. So that's the end of the game, and I think that's just a win. I don't know. There's no scoring, right? Oh, there's difficulties where I could change the required number of patrons, but yeah, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 patrons in my inn. So I guess it was a pretty good night of running the inn, the Ugly Gryphon Inn. But yeah, it's a fun one. I'll go ahead and reshuffle because definitely play this at least one more time. Let's see if I can do better or worse. What are we doing at time-wise here? 26 minutes? Okay, 26 minutes isn't bad. Definitely get at least another we'll play in. It was a good shuffle, really mix those patrons around. It's definitely it's a fun puzzle that they got going on here. So I definitely wanted. I've heard some pretty good things. I don't know how many expansions there are, but definitely want to try them at some point. Yeah, I'll give this a shuffle. What we got going on? Hallie said nice. Thank you. Yeah, it was a pretty good run. I've had some bad runs at this where stuff just cascades really quickly. I only have like 2 people leave, but then one person causes another person to leave, and that slides this down, which causes this person to leave, and like in one turn I'll have like 6 people leave. So I'm glad that didn't happen. I was really trying to prevent that. But yeah, I like this one quite a bit. It's definitely, like I said, these 2 of the button shies are the newer ones in my collection out of any of them. So I'm still learning the ropes and the strategies and whatnot, but I think it's pretty fun. So new game, I will add 4 new patrons to the bar and we'll be on our way. All right. I could do the classic start with the nun again, and then just, especially because everybody's food, I don't see any reason not to. So I'll start my inn right there. And we need like 2, maybe 3 columns max. So yeah, no beer around the nun, so we're good. Is there any symbols out here? There's 2, 2, and 1, so we're good there. I don't want to add this. Oh, okay, I don't want to add them yet. There's more beer than food in the inn. They go off if there's noise above or below them, or the goblin. I think I will add either the goblin or the bunny prince. I don't know which one would be better. Neither would go off. Neither affects the nun. Which one doesn't like noise? The summoner. So maybe I'll do bunny prince, goblin, summoner, unless something else comes up in the next like 2 turns that looks better. So bunny prince there. If there's more beer than food in the inn, there's not. If there's beer around you, there's not. Adding a new patron. Uh-oh. We got a fight breaking out. Oh, of course. The nun doesn't like that, so they are going to leave. The nun leaves. She silently judges every other patron on her way out. Great. So maybe I shouldn't have started with the nun. So, okay. Back over here. And then I will probably just add the goblin. Unless that's a bad idea. I mean, there's food in the inn, so I can add the bear. Who makes noise, though? I guess no one really makes noise. I don't know. Oh, I guess the bunny prince. I don't want to add the summoner yet. The goblin triplet. Going in there. There's not 3 goblins. There's not more beer than food in the inn, so we're good there. Adding a new patron. We got 2 symbols and 2 symbols, so bar is pretty chill right now. And we'll see who is going to be staying at the inn. Warbears, possibility. Sleepy Summoners, possibility. Maybe I guess the Stress Satyr. Satyr? Satyr? I think it's Satyr. I don't know. Let me know. Is it Satyr or Satyr? I guess it's kind of hard to let me know in the comments. I guess you could phonetically spell it? No, gosh. I think it's Satyr. Stress Satyr. He's stressed. Doesn't even know how to say his own name. I'll add them. So there is beer in the inn, so we're good. Not 3 goblins, and there's not more beer than food in the inn. So we're good there. New card over here, and a fight breaks out. Luckily, no one's too mad about a fight, so everything's chill. I could add the Warbear. I could add the Bloody Barbarian. Oh, wait. I goofed. I was like, wait, these both have the same effects. No, I misread them. So The stress satyr, they leave if there's no beer in the inn, which there's not. So they need a drink. Move him back to the bar. Okay, okay, hold on. My bad. I was like, the Bloody Barbarian, they have like the same. Okay, I'll reshuffle this real quick. So they just go back to the bar instead. Okay, so that just was like a nothing of a turn. My bad. I'll add the, oh wait. I want to add, I'll go with the Sleepy Summoner instead, because I was kind of planning for that. Because that way there's no noise below them, there's not 3 goblins, and there's not more beer than food in the inn, so everybody's chill. Adding a new patron. We got 2 and 2 symbols, so bar is alright. I could add probably the War Bears, who I'm thinking. Charitable Giant, I could, yeah. Because I've already messed up the Charitable Giant. I got 3 food in a row, so if I add them, it's gonna be, they're gonna leave. There's no food in the inn. So let me try this. Yeah, Charitable Giant. Then, since there is 3 or more food, they leave, but then they pay for another patron stay. I'm thinking either the dwarf or the bear. Because the dwarf's definitely not going to activate, at least for a while. The bear, I feel like there's a chance, but I'll have the dwarf stay. So the dwarf pops up. There's no noise around them, only 1 goblin. There's not more beer than food, so everybody else is good. So I'll be adding 2 patrons this time. Oh boy, we got lots of, oh gosh. Lots of bad smells going off in the inn, and people are not gonna be happy, or in the bar, so people in the inn are gonna be happy. So we got the goblin. They don't like the smells, so they're out of there. This moves down. Then the bunny prince leaves. The bunny prince leaves. On his way out, he hops around madly. All patrons in the inn irked by noise leave too. So they're gone. And then irked by noise. Oh, the sleepy summoner's irked by noise. So they sleepwalk out of the inn, casting a spell. As she leaves, I draw a card and add it to the bottom of the inn. So they leave. Draw a card. The Rusty Ranger, add them to the bottom of the inn. Okay. That was that was not how I thought that turn was going to go. I already have 5 patrons that have left. That's not good. There are 3, so that was just all because of the smell. Just because the bar stunk. Ugh, that chain of events just happened. So where do I go from here? I could add the Warbear. It's a possibility. There's at least more food now in the inn, so that would make me feel better about adding them. I could add the Barbarian. Yeah, I'll add the Bloody Barbarian. There is beer at the bar, so they're good. There's only 2 beer in the inn, so they're good. And there's only 1 beer at the bar, so they're good. Adding another patron to the bar. We got the Indecisive Doppelganger. If there's 4 or more food in the inn. I don't think that's going to happen for a while, so maybe I'll add the Doppelganger back. Any symbols going off? I guess there's more smells. I never got rid of the smells. But luckily no one's irked by smells, so we're okay. I guess I'll just go ahead and add the Goblin Triplet since there's only 1 Goblin in my inn right now. So that's good. There's still beer in the bar. There's not 4 or more beer in the inn. And finally, there's not more than 3 beer at the bar. So everybody else is chill. As far as the bar, it's a little bit of fighting, but nothing too crazy that's going to irk all of my paying patrons over here. So I guess I could add the Warbear now that there's another drink that popped up. Because I was kind of cautious about adding them. Because if I didn't draw a beer, then the Bloody Barbarian was going to leave. I don't want that. The Doppelganger I could add if there's more food than beer in the inn. Right now they're equal. If I add them, then there would be more. If there's more food than beer in the inn. So they're tied. So yeah, I'll add the Sensitive Hunter. So they're fine. Only 1 goblin. There's still beer at the bar. There's not more than 4 beers at the bar. Or in the inn. And there's not more than 3 beers at the bar. So we're good. So then another patron over here at the bar. not 3 or more symbols. A little bit of fighting between these two, but that's about all. That was a fasting monk. Huh. Well, I've also run into a situation where now I have 3 beers in my inn, and I have a drunken dwarf, and if I add another beer, they're out of here. So I need to consider that, and when they leave, they remove a patron from the game again. Maybe that's a good thing. That's just one less card to deal with that won't leave. Gets me to the end of the game quicker. I don't know. Maybe one wouldn't be the worst thing, though I already have 5 patrons that have left, so that would be my 6th if they leave, and that would maybe put me in a bit of a maybe not a great situation, but I don't know what else I can do. If I had someone that's food, I could add the doppelganger, but then they're gonna swap out. There's no beer in the inn. There's plenty of beer, so I guess I can add the satyr. Would that do me? Okay, I'll do this there. So there is beer in the inn. There's an equal amount of both, so that they're good. Only 1 goblin. There's still beer at the bar. There's not more than 4 beers in the inn. There's not more than 3 at the bar. So another patron at the inn. Everything is pretty good. Still some fighting going on between those two, but nothing too bad. I mean, I think I'm going to just have to bite the bullet and add the doppelganger and see what happens. Or do I add, yeah, I'll add the doppelganger, right? If there's more 4 or more food at the end, and there's 1, 2, there's only 3 right now. So I guess, oh wait, there are 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So they shapeshift into someone else. So I draw and replace card in their room. Of course, it's Lazy Sorcerer. And I return the doppelganger to the bottom of the deck. Now, I'm curious. I want to pull up that little website real quick because I'm curious. Does the doppelganger, like they just switched out with the lazy, and maybe someone in the chat would know, if the doppelganger switches out with someone like the Lazy Sorcerer, do I still activate their abilities or do I just continue on down the line? Because I know there's someone else that specifies like you switch stuff out and then start with them. I think it's the Charitable Giant. Yes, it says starting with the relocated patron. But this one, the doppelganger doesn't say that. I'm gonna check the website real quick, but if anybody in the chat knows, let me know. I'll see if this. Oh, there's a Q&A part on the question on the website. The question is, does the patron that takes the doppelganger's place activate? Answer: the doppelganger's replacement won't activate as the card text does not say to continue checking with the newie patron like the sorcerer. Okay, so I was kind of right in that assumption that I was like, oh well, the Charitable Giant specifies. And I guess maybe the sorcerer does too. Whatever, so they don't activate. Sweet. Is there no beer in the inn? We got plenty of beer in the inn, so they're fine. Is there more food than beer? Uh-oh. Is there? I haven't been paying attention. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, now we got more beer than food, so we're good there, but that means there's beer in the bar, so they're good, but that means the drunken dwarf is definitely going to leave at this point. Because there is, 1, 2, 3, 4 beer in the inn. So they're leaving. They leave drunkenly, goes out the window instead of the door, lands on a patron waiting outside. So I remove a top card from the deck. That was, ooh, a goblin again. That's the second time that the the drunken dwarf has fallen on the goblin. So what else? So then these all just move down, I guess. Well, I got to finish resolving. I did that one. If there are 3 or more beer in the bar. There's exactly 3 beer in the bar. That's not good. The ranger opens the window, attempts a trick shot. Irk the patron 2 rooms below them? Wait, do they not actually leave? They just do a trick shot? It says they open the window and attempt a trick shot. Irk the patron 2 rooms below. They're at the bottom of the inn. Do they not irk anybody and they just did a failed trick shot? I'm not too sure. It doesn't say they leave. Everybody else says, they leave. This doesn't. So I'm going to assume not. 1, 2, how are my patrons doing? Okay. So I'll add this. This one's still on your wish list. It's good. I like the theme of this one. I like fantasy, so I think the theme's pretty fun. The gameplay it's interesting. I don't really have any other games that have this this kind of, I don't know, puzzle to it, that you're like adding stuff, kind of checking stuff out. I don't know, it's unique. I like it. It's still pretty early. Like I just got it pretty recently, so I don't know, how it ranks in all my button shy games, but it's a good one for sure. So let's see. Over here, there's not 3 symbols, so no one's too upset. I could add the monk. I could add the time wizard. I can't. Oh, I could add the war bear. I think everybody I could add with no consequences. Of course, the lazy sorcerer is going to activate on the next turn unless there's a way I can get them out of there. Ooh, this might be risky. Hold on. Okay, let's try this. Let's see how this goes. Adding the clumsy wizard. If the wizard is at the top of the end, they activate. The wizard casts a spell. Take the 3 patrons below him, shuffle them, and place them in a random order. So maybe I can get lucky and the sorcerer will not be placed right below the wizard and then they won't activate. That'd be pretty cool. Well, actually, they would have to be the first one to be placed. So I have a 33% chance. Ooh, that was lucky. Okay, I'm glad that worked out. Sweet. So, is there more food than beer in the inn? Well, there's 1, 2, 3 food and 1, 2, 3, 4 beer. So they're good. There's still beer in the inn, so they're good. They're on the 4th level now, not the 5th level, so they're good. Only 1 goblin in the inn, so they're good. Beer in the bar, they're good. There's 3 or more beer in the bar. Rusty Ranger's doing their trick shot for, I guess, nobody again, or they're at least they're not irking anybody. So I add another patron over here. Everything's good there. Okay. It reminds me of those logic puzzle pages. I'm not super logic puzzle pages. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure. I guess like I've seen. I'm not sure. Logic puzzle pages. Let me know what that is. I mean, I've seen like little like you have like you can get like little books that are like crosswords, and you get ones that also have like puzzles and stuff. So I don't know if that's what you're talking about or something different, but yeah, I don't know. I like the puzzle of this. So if I just need to add 1 more person, then I'm good. So then if I just add the fasting monk, would I be all right? Is that it? Is that a game? If I add them, there's no food around them. They're not at the top. There's not more food than beer. There's beer in the inn. They're not on the 5th or higher level. There's only 1 goblin. There's beer in the bar. And there is only 2 beers, so they're not even doing their trick shot. So that's it. That's game. And I have 2, 4, 6, 8 patrons in my bars. So that's another win. I'm doing an okay job at managing this inn. I got a little close there with 2. I got 6 patrons leave. So that was not as good of a night, I guess, for the inn. But hey, it all worked out, I guess. So yeah, that was some ugly Gryphon inn. I think I'm going to take a quick break, and then I will be back in a few minutes with some Unsurmountable. Hello and welcome back to Solo Gaming Sunday Button Shy Edition. I'm back with some Unsurmountable. Let me read the quick little description to set the scene here. So it says, you've climbed all of the highest mountain, you've climbed all the mightiest mountains, yet there's one towering titan that's always eluded you, the mountain where anything can happen. In the whisper-thin air, the paths twist and shift as you climb, stranding the unprepared and confounding the overconfident. Do you have what it takes to submit this perilous peak? So this is a game about climbing a mountain. It's pretty fun. It's also has a lot of different difficulties, which I love. I mean, that one did too. I'm pretty new at that one, so I was like, I didn't want to mess with the number of patrons too much. But this one, it seems like the different levels are used a lot more. So like, I'm going to be starting at least at level 2. And we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll probably at least play this a couple of times. So like if I win, maybe I'll go to level 3 or level 4 and kind of progress upwards like that. But in this game, there will basically there's this extra helicopter card, but I'm trying to climb a mountain. And so how that works is each card has a unique ability in the middle and it has some like paths. And I basically have to make a path from a bottom of the mountain to the top. So it will start with a base of 4 cards and then go 3, then 2, then 1. And basically I have to get a path that starts at the bottom of the bottom row and it goes all the way up to the top card. It doesn't have to go to the top of the top card, it just has to go to the top card. Besides that, that's pretty much it. I will have basically what's called the base camp down here of cards to kind of choose from. And since I'm playing on the difficulty level of 2, my base camp size will be 4 instead of 5, but there are cards that can still change the size of the base camp. And how the base camp works is, I will explain here in a second once I just get it all set up. Maybe I'll make it a little bit easier. But basically, yeah, there's 4 cards. This is my base camp, and how it works is the far left one, I can choose to place it on the mountain and just ignore its ability, or I could choose any of these 3, discard them, and use their ability. That's pretty much the gist of it. Let me double check one thing real quick. Just triple checking. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. So I will go ahead and just get started here. So choose, I got some interesting cards. This one lets me swap 2 mountain cards. This one rotate a card, swap a card at the base camp with a card on the mountain. All pretty interesting. And what's cool is I can like, okay, I'm gonna place this one. Just there's really no abilities to use. I can kind of choose after the fact like where I want this to be. Like I think in my mind it's probably gonna be the far right of the bottom row, because I still need to get some part that goes to the bottom of the bottom row first, and I'll also be placing this like there. Then all the base camp cards slide down, add a new card, and that's pretty much the gist of this one. All right, so now also, so I guess I didn't fully explain this. Yeah, basically when it comes to placing cards up here, how it works is I can start by just placing on the bottom row, and then once I have at least 2 cards on the bottom row, then you can place cards above it as long as there's 2 cards below it. So like once I have these 2, then I could place here, but I couldn't place over like there until I had like another card there. So that's kind of how the gist of climbing the mountain works. Like I said, the bottom row will have 4 cards, then we'll go 3, 2, then just 1 at the top. So yeah, we got my first card there. Ideally, like I said, I'm be planning on that being on the far right, but actually I think that's about to change. It might be more on the right side, but not far right, because I think I'm gonna place this on the far right. Well, yeah, this is good, because this card, it's good, but I just can't really use it now. I'd prefer to place it further up, but whatever. So I'll slide those down, add another card, and I want to place this one here, because now we're cooking with fire, because now we got at least a path started from the bottom and it's going up to there or there. There are all the paths are connected behind the sign, so even if you can't really see you know, behind here, this is all connected like they are. So I got this now. These are interesting. And by interesting, I mean not great cards. At least they're ones that are in my base camp. Well, this one I don't really want. I guess I could put it on the bottom. You kind of have to be careful about like where you place stuff also, because stuff may not line up how you want it to if you don't place it correctly. So right now these are like the two main paths I need to branch off of to do something with. It would be cool. I mean, I can't do this right now, but like something like that. So let's see. This lets me draw a card from the deck and remove it from the game. Swap 2 cards that are touching on the mountain. And none of these I really want. Okay, wait. Yeah, this might be okay. So watch this. So I'll place this here. Slide these down. Then I will discard this card. That's when we swap 2 cards on the mountain. Yeah, this was already a bad idea. Never mind. I regret everything. I'm not, because I was going to swap these 2. That doesn't help me, because that's what I was just literally just talking about. Because if I were to swap these 2, I guess that would kind of work. But it just, well, you know what? Maybe I will do that. Yeah, I'll get rid of this card and move those down. Because then I could still branch off this path going that way, but I have that coming up there. Oh, but it's not on the bottom. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go back a hot second. So that moved over to there. I'm undoing that. That was not a good. I don't think that's the move. I think instead I'll just maybe add this card to the bottom, just to fully build out the bottom row there, and yeah. Slide these down. Yeah, I thought that was going to work differently than it did with the swapping of the 2 cards. So now, what next? Ooh, this one's interesting. Shuffle all the cards from the base camp back into the deck. That's tempting. That is really tempting. Huh. Okay, I'll do it. So use that card, discard it, so I shuffle all the cards from the base camp back into the deck. Maybe that was a great idea, maybe it was terrible. Guess we're about to find out, but honestly, those cards that were coming up, at least replacing them, didn't look like they were going to help me. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one looks not much better. What are these abilities? Choose a card on the mountain, remove it from the game. Swap the first card with a card on the mountain. Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't really help me too much. Oh my gosh, there's like something there. Okay, I got it. This lets me draw a card from the deck and add it to the mountain. That seems risky, so let's do that. Draw it from the deck, add it to the mountain. Hey, look at that. That was risky, but that is really what I did need. So place that, I get that all lined up as close as I can. Sweet. Add another card to the base camp. This mountain's looking good. We're already got this path going up to there. I got 2 branches off of that, but I can't use this side. I'm only gonna be able to use this side, so it is what it is. I think at this point, boom. Swap a card on the mountain with the first card. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Draw a card from the deck or over the game. Choose a card on the mountain, remove it from the game. Or I can add a thing. Okay, I guess I'll just add this one to the base camp over here because I already got 1 path going up. Hopefully that's good enough. We'll see. I might need to use the helicopter. To be honest, I've played this a good handful of times. I don't think I've ever used the helicopter, so this is not a good sign. Maybe, I don't know. Or wait, is this same thing on both sides? Okay, I'll just, I don't know, tap the helicopter or something. The helicopter is pretty neat. Oh, I remove the card from the game and choose a card in the base camp to place it on the bottom of the deck, because this card isn't going to do me much good, but the next card is. So just let me move those down, place that there. Okay, place this one then right there on the second level. And I guess that's the third level. I guess that's the one that has 2. That's why I said second, but that is not correct. Let me get this mountain moved a bit further down, because it might start going off the screen if I don't get this just lined up a little bit nicer. Okay, so now I need to add, oh boy, swap 2 cards that are touching on the mountain. Yeah, that's not going to do me much good. This card is going to do me, I guess you can't really see how I'm playing. This card, for adding it, that's no good. Swap 2 cards that are touching on the mountain. That's not really going to help. Choose a card in the base camp, remove it from the game. Do not use its ability. That might be okay, but that's a good card. I actually, no, that's actually, this card's not good. I mean, it's okay, but it's not what I need. So I'll do it. Well, this is a predicament. Yeah, I'll remove that and use its ability. It says choose a card from the base camp, remove it from the game, do not use its ability. So I'll remove this card, slide these down. Really slide those down. Okay. And what I need this one, but I don't know what else I can do. Take a card from the mountain. Choose a card on the mountain, remove from the game. Ooh, I might be okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay. Because I can use this card, which lets me choose a card on the mountain, remove that card from the game without using its, oh, never mind. I didn't fully read the card. I didn't read the last part that said replace it with this card. I thought I just removed it from the game and then I could just place that in its spot. Nope, guess not. This one lets me rearrange the base camp, which is pretty helpful, except I kind of need this card. Huh. This is a predicament. I might be screwed. I don't know. Let me double check. How do I lose this game? Because I have an idea of how to win it, but I don't want to lose it in the process. So if I complete the mountain with no empty spaces, a continuous path to the center of the, yeah. If the base camp runs out of cards before I reach the peak, I lose the game. Oh, okay. Well, there's 4 left and there's still 1 in the deck. The issue is, oh, wait. I don't know. This may not work. No, that wouldn't work. None of this is good. Oh, no. Take a card from the mountain. Place that card in another valid location. That just is bad. Because I can't move anything except... I can't move anything. I don't think there's anything I could move. I guess maybe that, but then I couldn't move it anywhere, because then there wouldn't be anywhere valid to place it. Choose a card, remove it from the game, replace it with this card. Yeah, I don't know what that would... I guess I could do it still. It's not going to do much. I don't want to rearrange because I want this card. Swap 2 cards that are touching on the mountain. Yeah, I would love to use this first card's ability, but I can't. I can only place it at this point. Anything about this. I don't want to mess this up, but... Okay, I'm going to do this one. So choose a card on the mountain, remove that card from the game without using its ability, replace it with this one. It's kind of a nothing card, which I don't really want to do at this point, but I don't know what else to do. Oh boy. Okay. Choose a card from the mountain, remove it from the game. Do not use its ability. Oh, am I okay? I think I might just be okay. I think I might be okay. Because as long as the base camp doesn't run out, that's what the book says. If I lose, let me double check. Let me read it exactly again. If the base camp runs out of cards before you reach the peak, you lose the game. Okay, well, I might be cutting this close because watch, I'm gonna use this card's ability, right? This lets me choose a card from the mountain, remove it from the game, do not use its ability. Boom, both of those are gone. At this point, I can place a card, place that, well, place this here, move these down, place this here, move this down, and place this there. I think that's a win. I mean, I reached the peak at the same time my base camp ran out, but I think that's okay. I hope that's okay. Let me know if it's not okay, but I'm going to count it as a win for now. That was really close. I've played this a good handful of times. It's never been that close. I've also never had to use the helicopter, so off to a bad start, but I guess that wasn't bad. It was just, I don't know. Could have been better. So I'll shuffle this all up and play this again because that was a pretty quick game. How long did that take? That really didn't take much time at all. This does seem to be a bit quicker than Ugly Gryphon and which these two, like I said, these are two newer ones in my collection. Of the two, I mean, I think I like this one better. It just, I don't know why. Just I like it. It's pretty fun. I don't know if there's expansions for this one. I think there are for Unsurmountable, but I might have to look into that because so far, I mean, I also haven't done too many. There's like all the different levels. I've only done up to level 2, so I haven't even attempted like 3 or 4 or 5 yet. So I definitely like that when games have ways to adjust the difficulty and all that good stuff. That's always nice. So new deck of cards, and we're gonna get a new base camp going and see what's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna do difficulty 2 again. If I win it again, maybe I'll jump up to 3 next time. I was gonna do 3, but since that was so close, let me reattempt 2 again, and we'll see how that one goes. Wow, I got that center crossroad piece right off the bat. Okay, well, I guess I can kind of place that in one of the 2 center spaces on my bottom row. Shift these all down and grab another card. So this is good. I mean, I didn't really need that, but that's okay. I already have something going from the bottom on each spot now, so it's all right. I guess I'll go ahead and just place that one there. So that's good, maybe. I'm not even like really looking at these abilities too much. I'm just throwing stuff up there. So maybe I'll add this one over here. Sure, why not? This one seems fun. I liked this one last game. Draw a card from the deck, add it to the mountain. Oh, that's a good crossroads again. So I'll put that, yeah, right there for sure. So I need to add another layer somewhere. Guess it really doesn't matter where at this point. I'm actually sitting in a pretty good situation, I think. So I can add like this down here to the bottom corner, push these down, add that there. Okay. Oh boy, well, I don't really want this card, but I guess I could do it. I don't really think it matters. What are my other options? Take a card from the mountain, place another valid. Yeah, okay, because I could do this. Like, it's kind of not an ideal space, but I'm messing up the mountain. There we go. So push these down, add another card, mainly because, yeah, I want to add this one there, because that's pretty nice, because now, yeah, we got a good path going on all the way up to there. Push these down, slide a new one in. You know what? I'll try this. So I'll use this one again. Choose a card in the mountain, remove that card from the game without using its ability, replace it with this card. I'll take this one that I was like not complaining about, but I said it wasn't ideal. Replace it with that one. Yeah, because I can't even use that one to get to the top layer, so it's all right. Just move these all down and see what else I can do. I don't know if this is swap a card in the base camp with a card on the mountain. But this is a good card. This is pretty much what I need to place here. But this card's in the way, so what do I do there? I could use the helicopter. And then I would just win. I'll do that, yeah. Remove the helicopter to remove, it's put it on the bottom of the deck, not remove it from the game. So I move all those down. Add another card. I can add this one here. Move all the cards down. Add another one. And place that one there. Boom. That one went a lot quicker. And that one a lot smoother too. I still had 2 more cards left in the deck. I did have to use the helicopter, but yes, where we start. We can either start down here or any of these 3 spots, but they all go there, up there, and to the top. So it's another win. We'll play it again. I'll bump up the difficulty this time. So it's difficulty 3 is each card feature may only appear once in each row of your final mountain. You lose if a feature is repeated within a row at the end. The features are mainly, you can just tell by the center icons. We got forests, we got camps, we got lakes, caves, and the Yeti somewhere. It's got the Yeti wandering around somewhere. So I'll try this again. I'll bump up to difficulty 3 because I have yet to try that. So let's see how it goes. But it doesn't seem too much harder. Oh, dang it, I'm an idiot. I should have looked at my current mountain and see if it would have worked for that, but I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just see if I can get it this time around. I'll give this a good shuffle. I got the helicopter on standby. I can get this out of here. Still have a goblin triplet card hanging around I threw off to the other side of the table from earlier. All right. So those go there. Add 4 new cards to the base camp. And be on our way. I'll have to just keep in mind the whole 1 feature per row. It's definitely going to be the most trickiest on the first row because there is 5 features and there's only 4 cards on the first row. So I have some wiggle room. I'll start with this card because it's the first card and that's a good intersection. So I'll move these down. Can add a forest, that's fine. It's a good first layer card. So we got no duplicating features. Can do the Yeti on the bottom row. It's all good. Push these down. Still no duplicating features. Can't that house? I'm not trying to place that there, but trying to see what my options are. Okay, so I'll place this one up here because I don't want to have more stuff in that row feature-wise, because that's now a thing I got to worry about. And then I wanted to place this here and make that kind of the center of the mountain. Push these down and see what's coming. This is where I'm gonna start getting a bit of a predicament. Oh shoot, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I was gonna put this one there. Well, I guess I have to swap it with a card. I'm still an idiot. That's not gonna work in any way I wanted it to. This one would be great there. I don't want to discard this intersection because these intersections are really good. Guess I could do like, I can't place that there. I'm an idiot. I can only place the first card. But that's, if I use that, swap a card in the base camp with a card on the mountain. Yeah, but I want to swap that card with that card. Well, I mean, I guess I could just do this. I could place this card here, push these down, This is now the second card. Oh, but it's still, I'm still, okay, but this is better. Yeah, then I can use this card. Just making sure this works. So discarding that, swap a card in the base camp with a card on the mountain. So I'll swap these two. How am I looking on my features? I kind of forgot that's a thing. So far I'm good on my features. Add those back. Then can place something up there. Ooh, and this one would be a good one because that actually has the intersection the right way. So that's pretty nice. So I just can't add a camp or a lake there. Dang it. See, this card, this is a really good card. I'd really prefer to have that right there, but I can't play that quite yet, so I don't know. I can push my mountain down or else I'm going to be going off the screen with it. There we go. Okay. That's a little crooked maybe, but it's all right. I say it's all right, and then I proceed to try to fix it. I'll probably make it worse. All right, whatever. So swap two cards that are touching on the mountain. Yeah, that's not gonna do me good. Take a card from the mountain, place it in another valid spot. That's no good. Rotate a card in the mountain 180 degrees. That's none of these are good. This is a tricky because I really want to get this card here, but I need to place another card here. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. I could place that there, but then I can't use that ability that lets me swap stuff. This is annoying because I really would get, I need that intersection to get that to that top. So lets me rotate a card. That's kind of useless right now. Take a card from the mountain, place it in another valid location. That's, can I even ever use that card? It seems like it's not going to happen very often. I got this one, swap two cards that are touching on the mountain. I think I could use that one, but it's not going to really do anything. I don't know what to do. I guess I just, I don't, yeah. That sucks. Adding this here seems like such a waste. And especially I have no cards going up, so I need to get to the top level somehow with this next card. Maybe I don't want to do that. I don't know. My only other option that I can see. Okay, well, there are a couple of things I can do. So it's not over yet. I still have a good handful of cards in the deck. So I'll take this card, use its ability. It says swap two cards that are touching on the mountain. So I could swap these two because that will do more or less nothing. Makes its own little like U-turn path down here. Imagine you start hiking up a mountain and it just U-turns you around back down the mountain. Yeah, I think you would notice after a while that you're going down. Well, I did that in the hopes of like this next card would give me a good ability to use, and this card's ability says discard the first card and activate its ability. Discarding the first card is the last thing I want to do right now. I also don't have many options to play stuff. Okay, wait, I actually might see a play. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. I think I actually do see something that could work. So I take this card, discard it. It says take a card from the mountain, place that card in another valid location on the mountain. The one I was just saying, like, oh, I don't know if I'll ever use that. Yeah, I can. I can use it right now in a very helpful way by placing that there. And now I can do that thing that I've been complaining about, which is placing this here. Okay. Now we got a path going to the top. We're... Oh. Okay. super happy about that move, and then I realized there's 2 camps here. I think this only comes into play with the features at the end of the game. Yeah, it says you lose if a feature repeats within a row at the end of the game. So I still have time to maybe swap that card to somewhere else. But where? And oh, okay. Well, no, I don't know what to do. Because if I swap it with anything in there, I need something. Oh, I guess. Yeah, okay. This is okay. I think I can get myself out of this situation. Did I ever use my helicopter? No, I didn't. I just covered it up. That's good to know. What I wanted to do is place this here, slide these down. Now, obviously, this is not ideal, having 2 caves and 2 camps. But then I discard this card that says swap any 2 cards on the mountain. I'll swap these 2. So now there's peace and harmony among the features on the mountain. And scoot these down. Oh no, that was the last card of the deck. It really doesn't matter. Place this at the top. Oh wait, I can't do that. That's not the one I want to use. Am I screwed here? Did I? I was so cocky. I might have just lost. Well, unless there's any way I can swap stuff around. Because I... I don't know what to do here. Wow. I was so cocky. I was like, oh, I got this. This game's over. And now I get to this last part of the mountain. And I don't know what to do. Because I need something that goes from the bottom over. And of these cards that I have, this is the only one that goes to the bottom. Wait, why couldn't I place that there? Oh, right, because it connects to this path, which doesn't actually go down. I needed to connect to that path, which... I think I might be screwed, because none of these let me swap cards around. I think I'm screwed. Yeah. I think this might be unwinnable. Because if any of these abilities let me add stuff, this lets me choose a card on the mountain, discard it, activates it. Okay, maybe that still could work. Choose a card on the mountain, discard it, and activate its ability. So I could use that to use something to shuffle or like to swap. But what could I even do? Because I need to get... I don't even know. Like I need to get like that card up there? How could I even do that? I don't think I could do this. I can almost do this also because I thought if I could... It was like I'm so close, but I don't know what to do. Because I was thinking if I put this up there and then swap those two, that'd be great. But I don't have any way to swap stuff. This lets me draw. Because even if I were to use this to choose a card and activate its ability, I don't want to use this card because this is a good one. This is draw a card from the deck, add it to the mountain. That's no good. Choose a card on the mountain, remove it from the game. Do not use its ability. I need to double check something. I don't know if I already use this. I don't think I can remove it could. I'm trying to see if I could remove this down here. I don't know if I can remove something that would cause, because normally I think it specifies like, or maybe it doesn't, about it has to like maintain order with like, it must be like a legal thing to do. I don't know for sure. Let me triple check this. If an ability removes a card from the mountain, all other cards stay in place even if they aren't fully supported. Okay. Interesting. That is really good to know. That actually might save me in this game to know that. So, I could discard this card to choose a card on the mountain, remove it from the game, do not use its ability. I'll remove this Yeti card. That places this down here. I can move those over. I don't know what my plan was. And also now I have 2 lakes down here. I don't... What did I... Hold on. Let me reverse that real quick. This was down here, and I discarded this one. Because I want to get this there. I want to swap those 2. And how was I going to swap? I don't know what my plan was there. Okay, I have a better plan. Famous last words. Well, no, I don't, because I'm still in the same situation. This is a predicament. Because I was going to helicopter this card away, but then even if I were to place the forest... Oh, this isn't good. Or I was going to use this card to get rid of this card, helicopter that card away, and then use this there. But then I still don't have a way to... Okay, I'm just going to try, because I don't see any other place, so... Okay, so I remove this card, choose a card on the mountain, remove it from the game, do not use its ability. Boom. Those are gone. At this point, I only have these 3 cards left. I have to place... Then I'll use the helicopter to remove a card from the game, choose a card in the base camp. Okay. This is going to be important. Use this to place it on the bottom of the deck. Okay. It's on the bottom. It's the only card in the deck, but it's on the bottom. Because now... it still is not going to work, because I was going to add this there. I can't use this ability if it's the first card. If I had one more card in the deck, I'd be able to pull this off, what I want to do, and I can't. Because I want to add that there. That's going to pop up, but then what am I doing with that card? You know, if I do this here, do this card. I could use this to discard the first card and activate its ability, but then it's not going to do me any good. I think I'm just screwed on this game. Yep. I don't think there's anything I can do. If I were to use this, it would just discard this, activate its ability, which says draw a card from the deck, add to the mountain. There is no cards in the deck. Yeah, that's a wipe. I'm gonna call that a wipe. Hopefully it was. I mean, not hopefully. I mean, I feel like an idiot if someone's like, "Oh, you could have done this." I mean, I always make rules mistakes. I mean, my last Keyforge, my Abyssal Conspiracy playthrough, made a lot of mistakes there. I'm going to be reshooting another one of those soon because I just was forgetting things left and right. So it happens, but, or just like, missed plays, but it's just how it goes. So I'm going to be attempting 3 again, the difficulty 3, get my helicopter back in here, and we'll climb this mountain once again. I'll always play this at least once or twice more, because this, I think, was going a lot quicker than Ugly Gryphon Inn. So do 1, 2, 3, 4. So once again, yeah, I'm going to be playing on difficulty 3, so I'm only going to have the 4 base camp cards, and then I can only have 1 of each feature in each row. So I will place that there and move that down. Throw this on this edge, move all that down. Just gonna speed run this. Put this here. So now we got a good path going upwards. Move these down. I need to keep an eye on the features. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I'll place this here. Move these down. Place this here. Right? Yeah, this is good. Yeah. This is great. Move that there. I mean, it's not perfect. I still need 1 more card on the bottom. I could place this Yeti somewhere. Maybe over there. Should I see if one side would be better than the other? I mean, I think if I had to place it on one side, this seems more optimal, maybe. We'll see. We'll see if that was a major misplay, but what's a Yeti gonna do? So I just can't place a cave or a lake in the middle. Okay, this is the best scenario, because I can place that there. Let me kind of move my mountain down. I keep starting it a little bit too high up. It's just going to keep going off the screen. So I'll place that there-ish, maybe. Seems like a good spot. Then I can use this card there, which also seems pretty good. Move these down. Okay, this card I want to place, but should I do the old, maybe I shouldn't do this one. I like this card to draw a card from the deck and add it to the mountain. Yeah, I'm not in a great spot to do that right now because it could be something, I only have 1 spot to place stuff basically. So if I were to place something there that doesn't help me, I would be in a not great scenario. I almost want to, well, I guess I can't do that. Swap any 2 cards on the mountain. I guess I could do that if it's too bad of a card. Yeah, okay. I will draw a card from the deck and add it to the mountain. Wow, this is a terrible card. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'll get rid of this card to swap any 2 cards on the mountain, and I'm going to swap my 2 lakes around. It's going to kind of ruin this part of that path, but then does a pretty good job of getting that path going. I think that's a dub, because then I use the helicopter to put this on the bottom. Get another card out, and then just add this to the top. Got 1 of each feature, 1 of each, not 1 of each, but not more than 1 feature, not more than 1. Yeah. Where's my, oh no, I don't even have a path going anymore. I ruined my path. So no, that is not a dub. Let me put this back. Because I've messed up my path there. Did the lake do that? Yeah. Switching the lake around did that. I got a little ahead of myself and then I saw my issue. This isn't good. Okay, but I can solve it by just using this card, right? Choose a card on the mountain, remove that card from the game without using its ability, get that camp out of there. and then replace it with this card, that luckily that would complete that path going up there. So I could back that up and put that there. Okay, well, actually, I'm glad I drew the path because, yeah, there it is. Okay. And we got no more than one of each feature on each level of the mountain. Got that going down there all the way to the bottom of the mountain. That's a win. Sweet. Okay, I'll attempt this once more on the level 3. I do like this difficulty 3. This is a pretty fun one. Not terribly challenging. The next one, difficulty 4, is each feature may only appear once on each of the outer slopes of the mountain. And these build on top of each other. So that's as well as the level 3 rules. And then level 5, I don't even want to read level 5. I'm not going to do level 5. So we'll just do 3 again, one more time, and see how the third time's the charm goes. So put the helicopter there. Use a little bit more of a shuffle. And place that back there. Then I will draw my 4 base camp cards, and we'll be on our way. Okay. See, the issue right off the bat is these first 2 cards are camp cards. So if I add them both to the bottom, I need to move one or remove one at some point. So we'll deal with that problem once I get to there. So I'll add that, move these down. Oh, cool, another camp card. Yeah, that's just what I needed. I could do that, take a card from the mountain, place it in another location. That does me no good. I guess I'll place this on the bottom. I gotta move it at some point, but I mean, I guess I could I don't want a helicopter on the second turn. I like saving the helicopter, so I'm just gonna act like that's not even there for now and just keep on keeping on. Boy, oh boy, this is... It's quite the predicament because, yeah, if I were to place this, I'd place it up here and it wouldn't even it wouldn't really connect to anything. If I place it over here, that'd be great, but there's nothing there. I could take a card on the mountain, place that. Oh, okay. I could use this one. Yeah, okay, I didn't even see that play. So I'll use this card, which lets me take a card from the mountain, place that on another valid location on the mountain. So I take this, just move it over there. Get rid of that card, and then, yeah, move these down, whatever. Put this one then up here. Boom. Oh man, this is my jam. Okay. What next? I guess I have to place something else on the bottom row. Can I choose anything but another camp on the bottom row? This is really going to get out of hand if I keep adding these camps to the bottom row. Well, the issue is also if I remove a camp at this point, my next card is a camp card, so it's just gonna be more camps. Like this is something like choose a card on the mountain, remove it from the game, but I still have to play that next. This, choose a card on the mountain, discard it, and activate its ability. Yeah, I can't get rid of that one because that's the one actually like connecting up the path. If I get rid of this one, it's just drawing a card from the game deck and removing it from the game. I guess that's the best option. I don't know if it is. I don't know. I almost just want to use the helicopter. I really don't want to use the helicopter this early. I really wanted to try to avoid it, but I don't know what else. I guess I could swap. Boy, that would be a tragedy to swap those two. I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to use the helicopter. I'm going to regret this. I know I am. But at least that's dealt with. Okay, done. It's done. Not going back. The helicopter has flown away and it's taken that card with them. At this point, I'm just going to start. I guess I kind of have to place this here. I mean, I don't have to. I could place it over here also, but whatever. That's good because then I could place this here. So now we only have one forest up there. I still have another camp down there I need to deal with at some point, but... Okay, I can use this card, discard it, swap the first card with a card on the mountain, so I could swap these two, and then just fill in the base camp. So now my features are in a little bit of a better position. I think I want to expand the mountain this way because then I would have like 2 ways to go up, which seem pretty good. I need to expand the mountain. Of course, my next card's a stinking camp card. Could do this, draw a card from the deck, add it to the mountain. That's always a fun and risky one. I don't know if that's what I'm looking for right now. Maybe I'll use this, shuffle all the cards from the base camp back into the deck. So I'll use that. Maybe I'll get some better luck with the cards out here. Maybe they'll be all camps and I'll just be angry, but who knows. Get out of here, helicopter, you're gone. So let's see what cards I get. So I got not a camp, and a camp. So okay, that's not the worst, as long as it's not like all camps. I still could place a camp on this row, so that's good. And seeing 2 caves right off the bat is pretty good. So yeah, I guess I'll just place this here. Scoot those down. What's nice is I could place this. Nope, can't place it anywhere. It's completely useless to me. Okay, I'll get rid of this card, draw a card from the deck, add it to the mountain. Come on, RNGesus. This is an okay card, actually. Yeah, because I could place this. Oh, but there's gonna be 2 forests. Dang it. Could place that there is what I was thinking. Maybe I'll try to swap it out. I don't know. Because I want to place this. Oh, okay, maybe I won't do that. Oops. I'm backing up a second. My other option's here, which would be even worse. So I guess I'll still add it here. Yeah. It's not ideal. Because this, I still, even if I were to place it on this row, it doesn't really work. This is not looking too good. I could do something like placing, but I would have to get rid of that one. I will use this card to discard the first card and activate its ability. So it says rearrange the base camp. Okay, I'll rearrange the base camp, all right. There's not many cards left. Oh my gosh, I'm like out of cards. This is really bad. Yeah, it'd be nice if I had a helicopter to use. This is bad. Okay, I'll place this here. I'll discard this to swap 2 cards that are touching on the mountain. Like that. I'm screwed. There's nothing I can do. Because if I ran out of cards, I was going to use this to choose this, remove it, something like that. That still wouldn't have worked because even then there would be 2 camps and there's no way I can access that path. I don't want to end on a loss like that. That was a pretty rough one. So let me give this one more go. On difficulty 3. Oh gosh, gosh, this song that has the stupid intro. I keep forgetting to remove from this playlist. I don't know why it has that like police siren cityscape ambiance. I don't need that ambiance. I just want the music. Let me give these a good shuffle because last time there was way too many camps next to each other. Let me get this helicopter back in here. I knew I should have saved it, but I mean at the moment I used it, I really didn't think there was many other options, and just got to do it sometimes. So we get 4 new base camp cars. Great, 2 forests right next to each other. That's fun. Let me move these down a little bit so I can make room for the mountain. Okay, so yeah, add that. Once again, I don't know why I always start my mountains so high up. So scoot those down. At this point, I'll use this card to draw a card from the deck, add it to the mountain. Please don't be a forest. Thank goodness it was not. And that's actually a pretty good one because I need something that goes up, so sweet. I will put this one here as kind of a non-card, but whatever. Put this one over here, scoot these down. So I could put like this one down here. Like that's legit. I don't know, I could put this one here. Scoot those down. And then I can use this card's ability, choose a card on the mountain, remove it from the game without using its ability, replace it with this card. So now I got a nice path going up, and so far, no duplicate features. And that really works well with this next card, because I can just keep continuing the path almost. This is almost like a straight path up the mountain, no curves or anything. So now what? Oh geez, I'd really like to save that card for the last one. Oh, but this isn't even going to be good for me because the mountain's building this way, so I have nothing that I could place here to build off of this path. So it's going to be pretty reliant on whatever card I place here to get me to the actual top of the mountain. Unless I like swap some stuff around, but we'll see. I could always, I could just use this card to remove that from the game. It's a possibility. Just like undo. Ooh. Maybe I should do that. Choose a card on the mountain, remove it from the game, do not use its ability. The main reason I do that is because then I could place this one here, and that's bringing me right to the center. That's like really ideal, because then I could do something like the Yeti over here, because they're just chilling. Push these down a bit. I think that's because I could place this here. I'm not gonna say it's a win because last time I think I didn't jinx myself. I got a little ahead of myself. Got that. Use the helicopter to put this on the bottom of the deck. I guess I'll probably just go back there because there's no more cards. And I place this one up there. There's no repeating features, no repeating features, no repeating features. The path goes all the way up there from the bottom to the top. So that one was a win. That was a pretty good mountain. That one went a lot better than the last one. So yeah, I think I will end the stream there. Had a lot of fun playing these button shy games. I really do enjoy. I have a decent amount of these button shy games. I like them a lot. Like I said, of these two, these are the two newest in my collection. I think I like this one the best of the two. Not that I don't like Ugly Gryphon in, but I think this is just a more fun puzzle. I like the art style. I like the different difficulty, like the challenges that, make the different difficulties difficult. So I think that's pretty fun. And yeah, I enjoy both of these games a lot though. I'm really glad I have them. So I'm gonna wrap up the stream there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or the stream, I guess, a like would be greatly appreciated. With me being such a small channel and still pretty new on YouTube, every like and comment helps out tremendously, helps the YouTube algorithm go and do its thing. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.